Hey everybody, Nick from the Cigar Pulpit here, coming to you live from one half of the Nick and Gator Studios, meaning my deck, not Jeff's deck. And I am sitting out and I am doing a little video to give a little redemption to a cigar that I didn't mean to trash it, but perhaps I was a little unfair yesterday on Instagram. The Rocky Patel LB1. I had a little bit of a problem with the wrapper yesterday. I tried the Toro size, the 6x52, 6.5 by 52, I'm sorry. And the wrapper, I'll tell you, as soon as I got it out of the cellophane, I could tell that I was going to have issues with it. I saw a little hole kind of near the cap, and I saw some cracking going on already up there, and I figured we can make this work. And as soon as I cut it, the damn thing started just spiraling out of control, and I figured, okay, we'll do the. Didn't have my glue with me, so I figured we'll do the spit, fix and everything, and that didn't help one bit. And so I had to abandon that cigar relatively early in its life, which pained me considerably. So I did put up a couple pictures yesterday on Instagram about it, and overnight I felt a little bad because they're handmade products. You're going to have a problem every once in a while, and I figured I don't think it's fair to judge the LB1 based entirely off of one bad experience. So while I was out and about today, I picked up another LB1. This one, actually, I didn't know existed because I hadn't done my research into the cigar prior to buying it, and found a 6x60, which is perfect because if you know me, I like the 6x60s. So I've already cut and lit the cigar. I've been going at it for a little while already, and I'll tell you, this is a great smoke. It's a solid, fantastic smoke. It's got a good flavor. Good draw, kicks out a good amount of smoke. I like a nice smoky cigar. Like if I'm going to sit and smoke a cigar, I don't want one that's just little wisps of smoke. I want to make sure that I'm there and I'm dominating. Like it's like I told you in the podcast. I think the most recent episode, I mentioned the Fat Bottom Betty. That thing is a smokehouse, and this one, this one kicks out some smoke, folks. So, let me tell you a little bit about it. It's an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper. It's got a Honduran binder, Honduran and Nicaraguan filler. Yeah, this is the 6x60. It comes in multiple other sizes. You have the Churchill, which is a 7x48. You have the Toro, which is the 6.5 by 52. The Robusto, which is a 5.5 by 50. And then there's the Corona, which is 6x44. The LB1 is the factory code from the cigar. Rocky Patel decided to use the factory code for the name of the cigar instead of giving it some fancy name and everything like that. The flavor notes and whatnot that I found online, because as I've told you guys, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to give you really elaborate flavor notes. And so for those that are interested in that, for people that have a more refined palate than I do, I like to at the very least look up the flavor notes so that I can tell you what other people are saying. And from what others are saying, this is a medium-bodied cigar. I would agree with that. They're saying it offers a well-balanced notes of citrus, grass, toast, leather, and rich coffee. I don't know if I'm getting anything specific off of that. I'm not going to disagree with any of that. The only one that I would say that I have not encountered yet, and granted, I'm still well within the first third of the cigar, is the citrus, because citrus is a very defined taste for me. So I would think that I would catch citrus, but I have not yet. But anyway, giving the LB1 another shot, and so far it is not disappointing. I'm very glad that I gave it a little bit of a redemption. For anybody who has not done so, I still have plenty of Cigar Pulpit stickers. They make great flair for your humidor, travel humidors, I've seen people putting them on their car windshields. I am so humbled by all of the great photos that everybody has been sharing on Instagram of where they are putting their cigar pulpit stickers. It cracks me up, and it warms my heart to see these stickers getting a good home with everybody. So if you haven't gotten one, they're totally free. All you got to do, just go into Instagram, send me a direct message with your address that you want it mailed to. I don't care if it's your office, your home, a P.O. box, wherever. I mean, if you're not comfortable giving me a home address, give me a work address. I don't care. I'll ship it wherever. And I try and get them shipped out no later than the next day. So, because I want to get the word out, because Facebook and Instagram won't let me advertise the podcast. So the stickers have been a great grassroots way for me to promote the podcast. So anyway, enjoying the LB1. It is a gorgeous Saturday afternoon in St. Louis. Mid-80s, although it's probably cooled by now. And at this point, I'm just avoiding getting bitten up on my deck with some bug spray, because we're in the twilight hour where the mosquitoes like to just carry me away. But anyway, I'm more comfortable in front of the microphone than I am in front of the camera, folks, if you haven't noticed. But I've had a couple of people ask me about doing little videos and things like that, and I thought it would be a nice way to supplement the podcast if we maybe every once in a while did this. So do me a solid, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you get the updates of when new videos are posted, right to your phone. Maybe comment down below, leave a thumbs up or whatever it is on YouTube. I think it's a thumbs up. If you don't subscribe to the podcast, I don't know what you're doing here, but go ahead, subscribe to the podcast. It's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, and Google Play Music. I always get that confused because I don't have an Android. It's either Google Play Music or Google Music Play. I think it's Play Music. Subscribe to the podcast. That comes out every Friday. Leave a review there. Share all of this with your friends, your cigar-loving friends. Help me get the word out, and we'll just keep having some good times. So, if you've smoked the LB1, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of it. If you haven't smoked the LB1, go find an LB1 and smoke it and leave a comment down below. You're not going to be disappointed. I mean, this guy, this is the biggest size, the 6x60, and this cost me, I think, $10, which, that's the nice thing. I'll say Rocky Patel, he put out a quality cigar with the LB1, and he managed to keep the price point very affordable and very low. So I'm very pleased that I gave this another shot, and I hope that this video perhaps redeems my disappointing experience with the Toro. Thanks, everybody. Check out the podcast, and I'll see you both on here and I guess every Friday and on Instagram. Thanks, folks. Bye.